Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan Alugo. Thanks so much for tuning in here. Our second show of the day. The Jaguars. They are re-signing a player. No, they haven't come to an agreement with Josh Allen or Calvin Ridley, but they are re-signing Daniel Thomas. And while this isn't the flashiest move in the world, it is the type of move that the Jaguars, I think, are going to make a lot over the next few days. This is a good move. He is a great special teams player. Seriously, fantastic special teams gunner. Like, he gets the job done at such a high level. So I'm excited he's going to be back. He's been with the Jaguars his entire career. We'll go ahead and look at this. But if you enjoy the content here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear. So again, Daniel Thomas is a great special teams player, great gunner. Also, in my opinion, a very good backup safety. This deal will have negligible cap impact, so not something to worry about in a big way there. It's not like bringing back Daniel Thomas is going to prevent them from doing anything they want to do in free agency. So again, very little cap impact. Your safety room after the savings of $5 million by moving on from Rayshon Jenkins, who had been a starter for the last 3 years. You now have Andre Sisco, who's going to be your starting free safety. Antonio Johnson is going to plug in at starting strong safety in all likelihood. Dewey Wingard will be the third safety, a guy who can kind of be your third safety on the field and be your third safety in terms of being a backup. I think they will still have some three safety packages as Murray joins the show behind us. And Dewey Wingard will be out there. Again, like Daniel Thomas, he's a great special teamer, a great locker room guy. And then Daniel Thomas will be your fourth safety, it looks like. I expected them to bring him back. I talked about that earlier in the week. No big surprise at all. This is a guy that's still only 25 years old, will be his fifth season with the team, a former day 3 pick by the Jaguars by Dave Caldwell. But a guy who's not real tall, but he has super explosiveness. Like, he can jump out of the gym, very good overall athlete, good speed, good size, like in terms of mass on his frame. A great special teamer, a good guy in the locker room. I think a very good backup option, a backup plan at safety. You know, Antonio Johnson, while everyone is assuming he can jump into the starting lineup and play well, and I'm right there with you. I think Antonio Johnson was a steal in the draft last year, and a guy that the Jaguars were very lucky to land, a guy that proved he could handle himself in that big nickel role last year. I think they give him even more on his plate this year, push him to be a starter. But look, sometimes young players, it takes a minute. And I think Dewey Wingard and Daniel Thomas are both very good backup plans, not only for their special teams value, but for their ability to go out there on the football field and play defense for you. He's smart. He's very athletic. He can run. He can hit. So big fan of this move. I expect the Jaguars to make several more moves like this over the next couple of days, retaining key backup and special teams players, right? They have some exclusive rights free agents that I expect to be back. Tim Jones, who is a very good special teamer, I think they will bring him back to compete for a roster spot in 2024. A guy that they value, not only is a good special teamer, very good blocker, kind of a dirty work offensive glue guy, but as you saw last year, maybe not someone you can really rely on as a true receiving threat at this point in his career. Gregory Jr. is also an exclusive rights free agent, a former late round draft pick by the Jaguars. Jr., he played some nickel for them last year. I think he has the athletic ability to kind of succeed in man coverage looks, which the Jaguars are going to run a lot more man coverage moving forward with Ryan Nielsen at defensive coordinator. But I think Gregory Jr. Will be retained by the Jaguars as an exclusive rights free agent. I think Jeremiah Ledbetter is in the same boat, probably, defensive tackle, who, you know, gave them some good moments last year for sure, especially early on in the preseason and training camp. But I think Jeremiah Ledbetter is the type of guy they're going to want to bring back. I think that the Jaguars, with exclusive rights free agents, they can sign all these guys to league minimum deals and retain them. So exclusive rights free agents are basically just, if the Jaguars want them back, they can have them back. And I think Tim Jones, Gregory Jr., Jeremiah Ledbetter probably all will be back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Restricted free agent Blake Hance, in my opinion, probably back. He's a guy that he played guard, he played tackle, right tackle, left tackle, didn't do it all at a high level, but someone that has the versatility. The Jaguars talk about versatility all the time. They love players that they can have as backups that just have the versatility to play multiple spots. They believe Blake Hance can fill in if need be at like 4 different spots across the offensive line. So they feel really good about that. I don't think he's going to be like some hot commodity on the market. So yeah, I expect Blake Hance to be back for the Jaguars. I expect Caleb Johnson to be back as well. He's a restricted free agent. To me, looking at him, like, this is a guy that has tremendous special teams value, and they love that. This is a team that values special teams. They've been good special teams units outside of some wonkiness at kicker in 2023, excuse me, with Brandon McManus kind of going on a little skid at the end of the year there. But yeah, I think that Caleb Johnson will be back. Maybe Cole Van Lannon, maybe not. I think that he's been a little more up and down. I don't think they've loved as much of what they've gotten out of him, but we'll see about that one. But yeah, Daniel Thomas sticking around. It will be his 5th year with the Jacksonville Jaguars again. Former day 3 pick out of Auburn who has athleticism, explosiveness, great special teams value, good locker room guy. I just think it made a lot of sense for the Jags to bring this guy back. And I think there's going to be several more moves like this over the coming days. Of course, free agency will kick off in earnest on Monday when the legal tampering period opens. It's going to be a crazy, wild week for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll see how it plays out. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all have a good one.